Hello, I am Mirza Mohammad Shah. I have been involved in research on two-phase heat transfer for a long time. One of these topics I have worked on and made contributions is condensation in tubes, and this is the topic of my talk today. Condensation inside tubes is involved in many fields, including refrigeration, power generation, and chemical process. And it is very important to be able to accurately predict heat transfer. Nusselt made the first important contribution in around 1906. He developed an analytical formula for condensation during a laminar flow. This formula, with minor modifications, is still in use. Around the year 1950, researchers discovered that the actual heat transfer they measured was much higher than given by Nusselt formula. And this was attributed to the presence of turbulent flow, and which causes the heat transfer to be enhanced. Several efforts were made to develop formulas for turbulent flow, but none of them was successful beyond a very limited range. Based on my research, in 1979 I published a correlation applicable to turbulent flow. It was verified with a very wide range of data. This has been very successful. It is still in use, and it is included in almost all books on these subjects. While the 1979 correlation was very successful, it was limited to higher flow rates and lower pressures. To overcome this limitation, I did further research. In 2009, I presented an improved version of this correlation, which was applicable from very low flow rates to very high flow rates and pressures from very low up to critical. This was applicable to both horizontal and vertical flow and was verified with a very wide range of data. This correlation has found wide acceptance. From around year 2000, small diameter channels called mini channels came into use. There were questions whether the correlations based on data for larger tubes are applicable to mini channels. I took up the study on this in around 2015, and I determined that the effects of surface tension become prevalent when Weber number is less than 100. Above Weber number of 100, the correlation based on large diameter tube are applicable. Below that, they are not applicable. So I made a modification to my 2009 correlation to take this into account. The new correlation was published in 2016. This correlation applies to both mini and macro channels and both horizontal and vertical channels. In fact, this is the only correlation which applies to all this entire range. For more information, please see my book Two-Phase Heat Transfer, which was published by John Wiley and Sons in 2021. It covers not only condensation but also topics like boiling and gas-liquid flows, gas-solid flows, fluidized beds, etc. Thank you. That's all I have.